Crazy Christian Crap Video.
Volume 4.
Like Lazarus returning from the dead, here's Crazy Christian Crap Video Volume 4. Oh my god, I cannot believe I said that. I've been sitting on this mountain of videos for ages, so I figure, why not dust off this series and begin another gauntlet of nut shittery? Let's start with the world's favorite 3D Trojan horse, the VeggieTales. You might see these in your local bargain bin mixed in with copies of The Wedding Singer and Ever After. Wow, Drew Barrymore movies are terrible. But what appears to be a series of 3D animated children's films turns out to be...
And every day he prayed that God would take care of his family and his friends and look after him too.
What the fuck? VeggieTales has actually had a limited TV run too, which ruffled some feathers. Why would some shitty budget 3D cartoons cause an issue? Well, NBC required the episodes to be edited to remove any references to God. The Bible-thumping watchdog group Parents Television Council had a huge problem with this. What's amusing about this is the Parents Television Council is all about TV censorship, unless it involves preaching food. Also, tomatoes are a fruit, you scientifically inaccurate turds, but, you know, science isn't your big thing, you believe in fucking talking snakes. I'm only gonna do one VeggieTales because there are so fucking many of them. I have most of them, and if you want a really great drinking game, pop on a VeggieTales DVD and drink every time something unfunny happens, or any time that something that could be considered pedophilia happens. So, we're off to 1993. VeggieTales, Where is God When I'm Scared from 1993 is the story of a pussy-ass asparagus who gets scared after watching a mild horror movie.
Oh my goodness! Look how big it is!
Take a drink! This poor asparagus child was scared of the monster movie he was watching, so let's help him out to not be scared by randomly plopping into his room unannounced. Also, tomatoes are a fruit, and we all know there's nothing less Christian than the fruit. So they're gonna help him out by singing a song.
There's 100 tiny monsters jumping right into your jammies.
Take a drink.
God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla or monsters on TV.
Take a drink.
God is the biggest.
Take a drink. They also teach the world was created by God farting.
God made all the stars out of nothing. He just went, and there they were.
Well, this tiny green turd has learned to think a little more realistically. Luckily, his father's there to prevent any more of that.
Sounds like you've been doing some good thinking. But it's time to shut the thinker down now and get some sleep.
So the second part of this whole shindig is a story about the things with the Babylon and the blah-de-blah-de-blah, and they sing a song with some pretty violent lyrics.
You could use them as a footstool or a table to play Scrabble on, then tie them up and beat them up and throw them out of Babylon.
You ever notice that all the VeggieTales eyes look like tits? Christianity Seduced from some year I refuse to look up because I've already wasted enough time watching this idiotic poop dick talk. Blonde lady with the tight face and old guy are back yet again to explain how Christianity is being seduced by the horrible people like Oprah Winfrey.
We say no to the big O who is propagating the New Age movement, Jack.
I serve pop sermons coming with their flip-flops and shorts, and...
Then the old guy starts ranting like an old-ass man about hip-hop churches, but those aren't the only churches that are the problem.
The black churches are just as bad.
These morons have a ton of DVDs. It's one of the best scams since Bible sales during the Great Depression. But sadly, the only thing you're going to be buying is...
bunk!
Now here's something that makes no sense at all.
After the quoted script to Adam and Eve in the garden, Genesis 3.
Adam and Eve are supposedly the first humans, so their story is literally in the first few pages of the Bible, so what scripture is being read to them? Did this guy forget that? Did they have like a pamphlet of like, in the beginning God created all this stuff, and then you? I just don't get it. These people are ass clowns. Let's move on. Without Reservation from 1989. First off, it was based on true events. True events. Jesus Christ, the 1980s were awful. Let's hear a white guy rap real fast.
Well, my name is Bill, they call me the dude. I don't get angry and I don't get rude. When I play to win. So give me the ball and I'll stuff it in. My name is...
Look at this asshole's glasses. Christ, if he looked directly at the sun, he'd burn a hole through his fucking head. So they all die in a car crash and get to the creepy music that they play at the gates of heaven. That's some creepy ass music for the gates of heaven there. I always thought it would be like harps and shit, but no. It's creepy ass music. You see, the guy on this ancient computer here is checking to see if these people have a reservation to get into heaven, hence the stupid name of this stupid movie. Luckily, they violate the line between church and state later on by having a mandatory Christian guilt service, which helps some people get their reservations. Also, hell is guarded by chain link fences. Ugh, this is fucking dumb. Secret Adventure Smash from 1994. Let's move on to the... Holy Christ! No more of this. No, okay, maybe a little bit more. No. What in God's fuck is she wearing? Oh, fucking screw this. Oh, also, there's some animated animals. The hidden dangers in Harry Potter. Really? I guess so. Well, let me read the notes for the book of the same name that is also in this series. This comes from Barnes & Noble's website. I would have tried getting more info from my local Barnes & Noble, but sadly it's been turned into a fucking Kohl's department store. According to their book description, The Hidden Dangers in Harry Potter is a thought-provoking and very informative look into the inspiration and teaching of J.K. Rowling's best-selling fiction series. Learn the very real dangers behind this popular character, enchanting millions of children with tales of witchcraft. Join Steve Hallberg as he challenges us to question, what does the Bible say about this kind of entertainment? You will find this to be well-researched, fair, and eye-opening presentation. So let's go down and check some of the comments. Anonymous posted March 2nd, 2014, I hated this book, all in caps lock. Anonymous posted February 5th, 2014, looks awful. I've never read the book, but it looks like total crap. Well, that's kind of what most Christians do with the Bible, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. Anonymous posted August 13th, 2013. Anonymous posted May 13th, 2014. Do you even call this a book? It's full of crap. You can know everything by just reading the series. And Harry Potter fans rule the Muggle and Witch-y Wizarding Worlds Triangle Elementary School 125. What? I don't even get that. Was this review helpful? Yes, no, or report. The Total Onslaught of Jesus. Ugh, Jesus Obama Christ, how in the fuck do I even explain this? It is by far one of the craziest collections of nonsense I've come across, and I reviewed Salty. But this guy isn't dressed up like a big purple box of dumbness, he's just dumb all on his own, and obsessed. You ever see one of those batshit crazy cars that has all the Jesus stickers on it, and then you think to yourself, wow, that guy might be overdoing it. Well, this is the video version of that car. I don't know if there's more, but I currently have 36 videos he's done on the Book of Revelations in the Bible.
A final numbering of the people of God. Obviously, God is going to wait until the full number is in, because he told those symbolically sleeping under the altar that they will have to wait until the full number has been brought in. Isn't that right?
You might say, oh yeah, well, some YouTubers make more than 36 videos, and some might say, when is Crazy Christian Crap 4 coming out? I don't fucking know, leave me alone. 36 videos might not seem like a lot, but here's the fun part. They're all in the range of an hour and 20 to an hour and 50 minutes long. To put it in perspective, altogether that's about 50 hours this guy's rambled on incoherently, which is amazing for a man who looks like he's allergic to everything in the known universe, needs an asthma inhaler, and probably has a fat woman at home that sits on his face while he's wearing a diaper. Reclaiming and restoring biblical Christianity. Ugh, not these two fucking idiots again. Well, I've shit on them so much I might as well tell you who they are. Not so much because I care, but because their names are actually really hilarious. The old turd who gets angry is Jack Leo Van Impe. I'll just say Imp. Well, Dr. Jack Leo Van Imp. A doctor in what? I don't know, but he has 15 doctorate degrees. You know where? Pacific International University, a Christian university which is also unaccredited. So basically he's a doctor of bullshit. The blonde lady who nods her head and agrees with everything he says is, oh my god, her name is Rexella Van Imp. Could these two have more vampire-like names? Blah, I want to suck your bank account. This video is much like every one of their idiotic, moron, dumb shit, fucktard videos. Guy babbles for nearly 2 hours, she supports everything he says, and then they try to sell you more DVDs. It's a great scam, and it starts with such dramatic music. How about some highlights?
I'll tell you something. Anyone, if it's a president or a movie star or a preacher or 50% of those who attend evangelical churches who say there are many ways to heaven, they are not Christians. I'm dogmatic about it. It's easier to just say, I don't believe that stuff, than it is to study hours and hundreds of hours. I've studied 100,000 hours. It's like watching a frog slowly being cooked and killed.
America's Occult Holidays by Doc Markers is hilarious. Doc Marker is an extreme Christian, one that hates Christmas and Easter because they're pagan holidays. He also sounds a bit like Elmer Fudd.
Now, let's get back to Easter for a second.
Also, the intro is fucking ridiculous. But the holidays aren't the only pagan influence in the world. There's also the 2012 Olympics logo.
When you take a look and break this down, it becomes a Z, an I, and there's that centerpiece, an O, and an N. It actually spells out the word Zion. And the Easter Bunny is quite an interesting fellow in and of itself, because with this particular picture that I have, I could not resist bringing this one. I mean, the poor bunny looks as shocked as I am about Barack Obama, because at this point, if you notice, I did not say president, because I don't even know if the guy is legal or not.
Jesus, Fudd. Time to take off that fake-ass hairpiece and put in your dentures so you don't have the flappy gums and go get yourself a job. And as per usual, I saved the most insane for last. Behold, the Gospel Bill Show. Gospel Bill was run for 12 years on the Christian Broadcast Network, which was founded by Robert Pattinson. It's a Wild West themed show full of colorful characters, and by colorful I mean they're all fucking retarded. I'm gonna stick to a single episode because frankly this show is hard to watch and even harder to review, but here's the concept of this episode. Dumbass shithead guy here creates a type of apple cider that's super good. However, Snitchy McSnitchpants here thinks it's moonshine, so he goes and tattles to the sheriff. But the sheriff blows him off because
Elmer Barnes, Nicodemus, and Miss Lana are three of the finest Christian people I've ever met.
Now let's get some insights on nature.
Imagine what would happen if a jaguar tried to wash away his spots. Do you suppose that he could? Well, all his washing and scrubbing would be in vain. His spots are there for good. That reminds me of another kind of spot. Sin makes a spot on your spirit when you do something wrong.
Silly kitty, you can't wash away your sins. Want to hear a more insane part of this? You can actually go to camp where these people film this nonsense. Yes, you can go to Gospel Bill Camp.
Howdy, I'm Gospel Bill, and this is Dry Gulch, USA. When you come to Dry Gulch, USA, you can stay in a log cabin that looks just like an old West storefront. And it's just a perfect place for a canoe ride. You can go fishing and swimming. But maybe you're the kind who would prefer to ride horses or ride in the county jail wagon. You might enjoy visiting Chief Nuwanasin for an exciting campfire story or hunt animal targets on the Chief's trail. Then there's time for a shooting contest.
Before you go to sleep, why don't you pray with your mom or dad and thank God for always looking out for you?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, that's all for now. Until next time, remember, God made you special and He loves you very much. Bye!